Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the middle of June 2021. We are going to jump right in here and we are going to take a look at what is going on for you here, Aquarius. I almost grabbed this card, so we're going to go with it, and we're going to take it and see what is going on there. But Aquarius, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you at this time, Aquarius. For some of you, again, I feel like I said this to you in a recent reading, and pregnancy comes up here again. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, then, I would be very careful with what I'm getting here. So, again, I would be careful. Obviously, if you're too old to get pregnant, then that message is not for you. But if you can get pregnant, then I would be careful with this energy. You have the adjudication card here. I feel like some of you are going through a divorce type situation. Yeah, it's like you really put in your effort. You have this toil and labor card here. The toil and labor card is just like a card of putting in the work. And the adjudication card obviously is something legal happening in your life. You have the Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, Empress. For some of you, I feel like you're in a very empowered position, but you're ready to move away. I feel like this has caused a heartbreak, but at the same time, I feel like the heartbreak is more because you put in, this work. You've put in a lot of work into something, and it didn't work out. So it's almost like you were willing to work on a relationship and the other person wasn't. So for those of you going, this could be a divorce. For others, it doesn't have to be a divorce. It could just be a breakup or a separation that you're going through here. For some of you, I feel like there are regrets for some reason. I feel like what you regret is it's like maybe you gave a person a chance and you thought that they would put the work into the relationship as well. Maybe you were going to leave this relationship. I don't know. I get these vibes here where for some of you, it's like you were thinking about leaving or you were going to leave. And I feel like this person told you they would work on it and they didn't. So that's why you're walking away at this time. With this energy, you have the Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Empress. Again, you're in a much better position here. On top of that, there is clearly you have the Emperor and the Empress, power couple. That's like divine counterparts, right? So for some of you, it's like I feel like you realize that there is a divine counterpart coming in for you here. For some of you, I feel like this could involve children. So it's like either you have a child, or I feel like someone coming in for you could have a child as well. With this Emperor energy right here, but whatever. But what I would say here is I feel like you are in a very strong position because you're showing up as the Empress. It's like you're ready for something bigger and better. You see something from the past as complete. The Two of Wands, normally the guy has a wand behind him and the wand, he's grabbing onto the wand in front of him and he has a whole world in his hands. I mean, this reading is literally just saying you walking away is going to give you the whole world in your hands. And again, for some of you, if you're not in a relationship, then you're just, take it how it resonates. Again, I feel like some of you could be walking away from a job or something else. You could be moving as well. Yep, definitely some sort of change coming in for you. Seven of Pentacles on a very simple level can just be a change in direction. He's looking at those pentacles. He's like, the juice is not worth the squeeze. So I'm walking away. I'm going in another direction. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? Everything you want in your life is on the other side of a change. And the Ten of Wands. Again, there's no doubt about it. Whatever you are walking away from, there is no doubt in my mind that you have put in a ton of work into whatever it is that you are walking away from. And again, it's like you were willing to do the work, but I feel like the other side was not willing to do the work, even though they said they were. So for example, for some of you, if this is not a relationship, which I feel like for a lot of you it is, for some of you, I feel this could also be like a business. Maybe your boss convinced you not to quit. Maybe you were going to quit, and maybe they said, oh, we're going to give you a raise and all this other stuff. I feel like you gave a lot of chances is kind of the energy I get here. For others, I'm also kind of just getting that for some of you, it's like maybe your boss has promised you last year or something that they would give you a raise in like 6 months, and I feel like they never did. So it's like some of you, it's like you just can't stay in a situation any longer because it's like I feel like there are too many broken promises, right, in this situation. You have this World card and the Strength card, so like you've been waiting. I feel like you were very patient with this energy, with the Strength card as well. I feel like you were patient. You were trying to heal a situation, but the World is a card of completion, so I feel like you're ready to kind of like end a situation as well. You have the Nine of Swords. the Three of Swords and the Emperor here. Again, a lot of eyes on the situation as well, so I do get like judgment vibes here, not as in the judgment card, but I do feel that there could be a lot of people who are judging whatever the situation is in the first place. So it's like maybe people told you to stay, outside people told you should stay in this marriage or a relationship. Maybe outside people said, oh, you can't leave this job because it's really hard to get a job right now, right? So I do get like a lot of judgment. I always think, I love this deck, number one. This is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, but there's a lot of eyeballs on this Nine of Swords. So I feel like you did experience a lot of judgment in a situation. For some of you, I feel like it kind of was like heartbreaking in the first place. It's like, because it's like, in a lot of ways, I feel a very stuck energy on this Three of Swords here, because if you stayed stuck in a relationship that you were putting work in to, I feel like it just led to grief. It's like you were willing to put in the effort, but the other side wasn't. Same thing in like work or business. I feel like, it's like caused a lot of grief with the Three of Swords. The Emperor, I'm getting more stubbornness on. So again, it doesn't matter what gender you're dealing with here. I just feel like you were dealing with, kind of like an authority figure or someone who tried to have authority over you. Could be in a relationship or whatever. But it just didn't like work out. I feel very kind of controlling vibes there here, Aquarius. But Aquarius, let's see where this is going. You have the High Priestess. I wouldn't judge yourself here, is what I'm getting. The High Priestess can come up when we know we should have trusted ourselves, when we know we should have listened to that inner voice, when we know we should have listened to ourselves. And again, I feel like some of you are kind of judging yourself here. So again, be kind to yourself with that energy. You have the World, ready for the ending. It's like you're ready to go through the birth right here. I always say the World to me represents a birthing process, and you have the World twice in this reading. And the World can be an uncomfortable card because it's like you're going, it's like when a baby is born, it comes out crying, right? So it's like you don't necessarily want to go through this portal, but at the same time, on the other side is the ability to create your own reality. The Magician. It's like that's the trade-off, right? It's like when we come into this world, it's like the baby doesn't necessarily want to leave the mother. It's like perfectly protected for the most part inside the mother, right? And it has to come out into this cold, cruel world, right? But at the same time, it's like if you don't come into this world, it's like then you can't create, you can't experience, creating your own reality. And so in a lot of ways, it's like you could be moving away from something that was safe, right? Maybe you were married, and in a sense, maybe, even though this person here wasn't really putting in the work, you were still married. It still had that level of security. If this is a job, same thing. It's like, maybe the job wasn't great. Maybe you were hoping for a raise, you didn't get it, but there was still this kind of like level of security where you didn't have to worry about having to find another job and like all this other stuff as well. So that's like the security side of it. But this tells me right here that you have been dreaming of more anyway here, Aquarius, because you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is like working really hard. And it's card of mastery as well. In a lot of ways, I'm getting that you've been mastering yourself with this energy, but this is also a card of material success on the horizon. You have this, plus you have the Three of Wands here. You have the Three of Wands, Lovers, and Death card. Three of Wands, card of expansion. And it's like you want to expand. Whoever this was over here does not want to expand. And again, same thing in work or business. It's like someone who doesn't want to work or expand in this energy. Over here. It reminds me of, like, I had a boss back in the day who always used to, like, who paid, like, just over minimum wage. And he was constantly talking about how grateful we should be, to get paid just over minimum wage, basically. And I don't really have a problem with that necessarily, but it's just, like, the way he said it. Like, oh, my God, I'm so great because I'm paying you this extra money. And it's like, he made it out to be, like, something that it really wasn't, right? And, it was kind of, like, almost manipulative, if that makes sense. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you've been in that situation with a person, in work and business in particular, who's like telling you why you should be grateful for something. And I'm not saying we shouldn't be grateful, but it's like when someone tells you that you should be, it's kind of like weird, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting over here. And I feel like you're like, no, I see myself making more than this. It's like, you can look at it again from both sides. It's like, yeah, maybe you should be grateful to get paid more than minimum wage. But at the same time, it's like there are jobs that pay more. So it's like, why not expand? Why not grow? Why not go get your bag, right? And make more money? Why not go and get something that's better relationship-wise, especially if this person isn't putting in the work? To me, I think part of the problem with modern relationships is, people always looking for something better. And, but what I would say is there are people who are willing to put the work in. So it's like if you find someone who's willing to, who maybe there is, better, but maybe at the same time you're finding a person who's really willing to work to keep the romance alive. And that's like something that is, really rare nowadays, right? So I feel for some of you, this is you realizing that there are people who want to do that. So this is happening in all areas of your life here, Aquarius. I hope this is making sense. But again, you have the 3 Wands, Lovers, Death card, definitely a transformation happening in your love life for a lot of you. And again, this is like an expansive transformation where you're probably going to be getting into something where there's more growth and expansion, where it doesn't stop, where people don't get lazy and all that other stuff that's going on over here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. It's like I feel like you finally have the resources to make a change as well. Again, it's like secure. Remember what I was saying? It's like it might not be an ideal situation over here, but whatever it was a secure situation. For a lot of you, I feel that your life over the next 12 months or so. I know this is a monthly reading, but to me, tarot is timeless. And what I would say here is like over the next 12 months, by next summer, it's kind of like you're going to be increasing your bag, number one. Like I feel like financially, things are going to be increasing. This is going to allow you to remove yourself from these situations or any situation that you could feel, stuck in. You have the Sun, a lot of happiness. For some of you, I feel like that someone makes you very happy. Look at this, 10 of Pentacles, the World, and the Sun here. This is major, like very successful kind of relationship energy, especially with the Lovers here. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. I'm not so sure why it's happening like this, 3 of Swords here. The only thing I could think of, the only thing popping into my head is it's like maybe you just see that this person, again, it's the grief from, feeling like you kind of wasted your time with this person from the past. So again, like I said with the High Priestess, I would say don't beat yourself up over the situation. I do feel like you need to be kind to yourself here. And you have the Emperor, again, definitely like a divine counterpart coming in for you here. For some of you, it's almost like you're attracting a true emperor into your life. It's kind of funny that this emperor here, it looks like he has twigs for a mustache here, if it's going to focus. I don't know if that's focusing or not, Aquarius, but whatever. It's like he's got twigs. It's almost like this emperor is fake, right? And this emperor, he has like white hair, and he's got the beard and the mustache and everything. This one's real. So I feel for some of you, it's like you were dealing with a fake situation in the past with a person or a job or a business, where someone was like, they were faking being something that they weren't. And it's like now you're attracting something legitimate into your life. Where is this going here, Aquarius? You have the 9 of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy, so, abundance coming in for you. Judgment. This is like waking up to your true calling. I feel like for some of you, again, you're waking up to the truth. You're waking up to your true life, if that makes sense. And the Temperance card here. I feel like you are kind of changing your situation here. In a lot of ways, I feel like you are becoming a different person. So it's like you can't stay stuck in this first row energy in the first place, right? 10 of Pentacles is a really good card, but again, something just ain't worth it any longer with that 7 of Pentacles is what I feel, because 7 of Pentacles, he's looking at those Pentacles, he's like, I could probably do better. And again, I don't think you're doing this. This is not, this is not you thinking the grass is greener on the other side. This is not an illusion, right? This is, you have done the work to raise your vibration. So of course, it doesn't make sense to stay in a situation where someone or something isn't, contributing as well. Look, more fairness here. Yeah, this is your own truth that you are going to be living, like I said. With that Judgment card. 4 Wands, marriage. For some of you, could be waking up to the true person you're supposed to be in. Look, this middle row is amazing, especially the clarifiers there. 10 of Pentacles, World, Sun, and the 4 Wands. Like, you're clearly moving towards like true happiness, or a lot more happiness, I should say. And 9 of Pentacles, again, with that Temperance card. Part of me also feels, again, I feel like for some of you, it's like this reading is basically just saying you're going to be living your truth, what you truly desire and want, plus what you have worked for as well. I think you need to realize that. Here, sometimes I think like, I think we get exactly what we put out, right? It's like if we're creating a lot of value, then we're going to get that value back in our lives in the form of abundance. And that could be money, but it doesn't have to be money. Could be love, could be energy from people, could be help from people, could be anything, right? And I feel like that's what's starting to happen. It's like you've created a lot of stuff, like a lot of abundance, 10 of Pentacles here. And I feel like this is what you've created, and it's like going to be returned to you with this 9 of Pentacles twice. Really nice energy. So this is a really good reading. for you, Aquarius, I think things are definitely looking up, especially in regards to like the amount of work that you've put into things. But thank you, Aquarius. I feel like I was going to say something else about this, but I don't really remember. Again, if you're dealing with something legal, clearly there's going to be a judgment or justice in this situation as well. But this looks really good. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Aquarius, and definitely enjoy your week.